Hello, good evening, everyone. I hope I'm audible. I welcome you all to GRE Preparation Made Easy Quantitative Reasoning class by Mrs. Annapurna Murugan. Here are a few instructions for the participants. Make sure you have a stable internet connection and a noise-free environment. We recommend you to use your earphones for best experience. Also, please respect your instructor yourself and do not write anything inappropriate on the chat box. Also, how to answer the polls, you have to click on the more icon where you will find activities which will direct you to the poll section. Also, we have three packages: bronze, silver, and gold. If you upgrade to silver and gold, you'll get extra benefits like evaluated mock tests and expert university recommendations, dedicated counsel for entire application process, and so on. We also have pre-profile evaluation with our experts, comprehensive evaluation, university shortlisting, course recommendations, recommendation reports, and doubt clearance. Also, live IELTS classes are conducted Monday to Friday, 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. It is a 4-week course, and Duolingo classes are conducted Monday to Friday, 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. It is a 2-week course. Also, you can register for free. We have this webinar on 2nd December. It is regarding the US student visa interview. It is being conducted by Mr. Jaydeep, who is also the co-founder of Ubergrad. You'll have benefits like tips to crack the interview question types, and visa guide. Here are a few achievements. This is the Ubergrad website. You can select the country, course, and specialization. When you go on Explore, we have countries, universities, courses, and exams. You can get all the information from Explore. When you go on Solution, we have admission, which includes free profile evaluation, talk to the counselor, country recommendations, test preparation stores, additional services are provided, as well as weekly blogs are uploaded. You may go through them. To contact us, you can call us, WhatsApp us, or mail us. When you go on My Test Preparation and click on GRE View Course, you head towards the handouts and recordings. In case you've missed any classes, you can get the handouts and recordings from this section. Also, I'll be sharing the links for the webinar and handouts and recordings as well on the chat box. You can go through them. In case of any other query, you may ask at the end of the session. Thank you. And Ram, I will get back to you by tomorrow, and I'll ask my seniors to update regarding the notebook PDF. Thank you.
Hi guys, good evening. I hope everyone is doing good and great. Okay, so let's start off with our session. Yesterday we discussed about polygons. In fact, so got to know few formulas, and we had few understanding about how these figures behave, what are those properties, everything. So now let us solve few questions and post that. So let us understand what these circles are, what are the important things that we need to keep in mind when we are dealing with circles. Okay? So now let me share the screen. Yes, as always, I appreciate if you guys present your answers. Try and do the answer. This one. Yeah. Right. Just give me 1 second. Princess? Hmm. Come and pick the phone here. Yeah. This is the thing we have. Okay. What is the area of the parallelogram? So usually the area of the parallelogram is given by what? I guess you people can see the screen. So the area of the parallelogram, let me give you once again the revision. Square area is a square, perimeter is 4a, rectangle it is length into breadth, that is a into b, and 2 times the length plus 2 times the breadth gives us the perimeter. And parallelogram, it is nothing but it is height into base. This one base we get, that is the area of the this one, and the perimeter is given by what? The sum of all the sides. And rhombus, it is we know that half the time d1 into d2 we have, whereas trapezoid or trapezium we take it as half the time height into the sum. This is the sum of the sides here, sum of the parallel sides. So now we have this. So yeah, what is that? We have base also, we have slant height also, we have what is that? Height also. Which one we need to take? This is the height, this is the base. Base is what? On which it is resting. Okay. So therefore the area of the parallelogram is given by what? So base into height, hence what we are going to get? 10 into 4, 40, right? So we have 40 units as the area here. Now, the next question we have here is what? In a parallelogram ABCD, triangle ABC has an area of 12. So units. So it will have some units. So ABC, this triangle has so 12 units as the area. So now you need to find what is the area of ACD. Okay, what we need to find? We need to find the area of ACD. But see, what is separating these two triangles in the parallelogram? It is the diagonal. We know that the diagonal will equally divide the parallelogram into two parts. Okay, so therefore, if one part is 12, that means what? The area of this part, so which the diagonal has divided, so this also will be 12. So now don't get worried. Oh, I don't have base, I don't have height. So how would I find? So we should know one thing, that the diagonals divide the parallelogram into two parts equally. I am saying two parts, okay? But when you put one more diagonal, all these four parts will not be equal in its area, okay? So only opposite triangles are congruent. Remember this particular thing, okay? Only what? Opposite things should be equal. Whereas now when a single diagonal is dividing, then it will be having equal areas. Okay, so therefore what it will be? It also will be 12 units. Next, we have here rectangle WXYZ and rectangle this one. They have equal areas, it seems. Fine. What is that? The area of this is same as the area of this. What is the length of the side PQ? Now you need to find the length of the side PQ here. Okay, so rectangle area is given by what? Width into length. Okay, which is nothing but 3 into 4, 12. We now know that even this area is what? 12. 12 in the sense 3, we'll be having length into breadth. So 1 we have given 2. The another length we should find. So it should be what? L is equals to 6. The length is given by what? 6 in this case. Getting it? So don't get confused here. See, out of what is that stress in the exam? So you'll be wondering what to do. They have given one similarity. The area they have connected. Okay, you have only one unknown we need to find. So therefore, we can easily, you find the area using this thing, even though they have not mentioned the area, you find the area because you have the width and this one length here we have. So therefore, what is that? You find the area, that area you simplify with this thing, okay, using the formula. Now, in rectangle, okay, ABCD, the area of triangle ABC is 30. The area is 30. What is the length of the diagonal? So now you need to find the length of the diagonal. Okay, so length of the diagonal, if you think that, okay, ma'am, we'll find, okay, here this also will be 30, 60, but you will be getting what is that? 60 as the area, length into breadth, you can find this. So what we can do here is what? So you find the breadth here, okay, or so you find the base. So what is that? So you can do like this also, 30. So entire area is 60. Length into breadth gives us the thing. So, but however, since why to take 60 and all? Here we know that area of a triangle is what? Half into base into height. What is the area? 30. And so one thing, one side we have got. So what is that? Let us take it as 5 and let us find it out, this one. So 60 by 5 is equals to height here. So how many times it will be going? So h is what? So 12. So height is 12. Now use the Pythagoras theorem because you need to find the diagonal here, isn't it? So diagonal is given by what? So it is diagonal square using the Pythagoras theorem. What is Pythagoras theorem? Hypotenuse square is equals to adjacent square plus opposite square. Okay. So we don't know what is this one hypotenuse here. So let us take it as x square, which is equals to 12 square plus 5 square. So that is 144 plus 25, which is nothing but 169. X square is 169. So if you take this root of 169, it is x is equals to 13 here. So the diagonal length is what? So 13. What is the diagonal length that we have? So the diagonal length is given by 13. Now, what is the area? See, here why we are doing this multiple things so that you people, from the given information only, you people can get the values. Okay, don't get freaked out when you see something like this. Now, what is the area of the rectangle ABCD? So now you need to find the area of the ABCD. What you people can do? So you can find the base here. Find the base. So what is the base here? We know I use the Pythagoras theorem. Hypotenuse square is equals to 4 square plus x square. That is 25 minus 16 is equals to x square. That is nothing but 9 is equals to x square. X is 3 here. So therefore, here you get 3 as your answer. So if x is 3, what is the area you can say? So breadth into length. So length into breadth, that is 3 into 4. So the area is given as 12. Getting it? Now, what is the area of the trapezium with two parallel lengths, 5 centimeter, 9 centimeter, and a height of 2 centimeter? It's a simple. So what is half into height into sum of sides? What does that we have? Sum of the parallel sides. Remember, it's not the non-parallel sides. Always remember. So it will be the sum of different parallel sides. Okay. So therefore, now we have everything here. Half into what is height? 2 into. So 5 plus 9, which is 2 and 2 gets cancelled. You will be getting 40. Getting it? Now, guys, this is, see, that was the easy version of trapezium based question. Now, here we have a tricky question. Okay, so what is that they are trying to say? A trapezoid has an area of 42. Area is 42 and the height is less than or equal to 6. Now height is what? Either less than 6 or height is equals to 6. Okay. So you need to compare either the height of the trapezoid or the length of the longer base. What we see here, we know that half into height into sum of sides. Sum of parallel sides should be equal to 42. Okay. Now what I will be taking, let me take that extreme condition. That means if height is maximum, they are saying either equal to or less than 6. So I will be taking if height is 6. Okay. So then it will become what? Half into 6 into, so sum of parallel sides. Sum of parallel sides should be equal to 42. Okay. So now this becomes what? Sum of parallel sides will be equal to what? 42 into 2 by 6. 1's are 3's are 3 how many times? 3 1's are 3 and 3 4's are 12. That means the sum of parallel sides should be 14. Okay. So the sum of parallel sides should be 14. Even if you take the length of the longer base of the trapezoid, even if I equalize them, so 7 it will come. That means if 7 is the half of it, so if we have the longer and shorter side, by minimum the longer side's length should be 8. Okay. By minimum it can be 8 here. Okay. Whereas the height of the trapezoid, maximum it can stretch up to 6. But here the minimum thing, the length of the trapezoid, longer trapezoid could be 8 here. The minimum it could be. Okay. So therefore, which quantity is greater? Is it B or A? It is B quantity greater. Okay. So why? Because 8, the longer length. They're asking the length of the longer base. Okay. The longer base. So minimum 8 it can go. Okay. So it can go minimum 8. That means 8 is greater than 6 because the maximum height of the trapezium is what? It could be less than 6 or equal to 6. So I have taken the maximum length here. After taking the maximum length only, I am getting this thing here. Okay? So this is how you people need to calculate here. Getting it? Next, garden A is a 225 meter. So A is what? Having 225 meter into 180 meter. It is a rectangular vegetable garden. So only area will be what? So 225 into 180. Okay, so I gave off the area. Garden B is what? Is a rectangle with exactly what? Half the length and width of the garden hai. That means half the length also, half the width also. Gardens B's area will be what? 225 by 2 into 180 by 2. Okay. Why? Half of that. The length and width is varying. So we have taken this. What is the ratio of the area of garden A to the garden B? So we need to find the ratio of this. So if I take A is to B, I'll just take 225 into 180. I don't simplify here. 225 by into 180 divided by 4. 2 into 2, 4. I have taken like this. So this can be written as 225 into this, and we'll be having what is that divided by, or this will be like this. 225 into 180 by 4, which is nothing but 225 into 180 into 4 by 225 into 180. That means, so it goes like this. Okay. So here what is happening? So the area, if area of this is, if the area of B is 1, then the area of A will be what? 4 times. Okay. 4 times. The reciprocal you need to take here. Okay. 4 by 1. So that gives rise to what? So 4 is to 1. So it is here what happens? It goes like 4 is to 1. What is the ratio that we have? We have the ratio 4 is to 1. Simple thing. No Don't simplify and don't get these things. It's a simplify. So they have given. And now one confusion, what happens, you people would be doing, you find this area, and after this area you take half of it. No, they are saying what? The length is half and the breadth is half here. Okay, and don't get confused. Okay, if the length is also half of it, the breadth is also half of it, the area also will be half of. No, it will be 4 times it. Why? Two, this is the two portions of two halves are there. So therefore it is what? 4 times the garden A. Therefore 4:1 is the right ratio that we have. I hope you people are getting it. Any doubts here? Okay. Now, figures. So what is that we have here? We have 3 amalgamated figures. This to square. Square means what? So from this y is equals to 90 degree. And you see all the angles are equal. If all the angles are equal, that means it is equally angular triangle. So therefore it has to be 60 degree. So but what is this one? So find the pentagon. What it is? It is a pentagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how do you find? N minus 2 into 180 degree by, so n here. So that is 5 minus 2 into 180 by 5, which gives rise to 108 degree. So the internal angle here is what? 180. X is equals to 108 degree. When you add up, so what you are going to get? You are going to get 258 degree. So which is greater? Quantity B is greater. What is greater? B is greater, A is lesser. Getting it? So quantity B is greater and quantity A is lesser. Next question. This is also maza wala question hai. A 1 meter by 1 meter sheet of paper is to be cut into 4 centimeter by 5 centimeter. That means what? 1 into 1. This we have. But we need to cut this sheet 4 into 5 centimeter. The units are changing. But what happens here? We'll forget about these units. 1 meter and centimeter. But 1 meter is equals to what? 100. So how many centimeters we have? 100 into 100. So if you take, so 10,000 centimeters paper that is. But each rectangle is of what? 20 centimeters square. What it is? Centimeter square. So now, how many such rectangles can be cut from the sheet of this paper? So it's simple. 10,000 by 20. So it is 500. So how many rectangles we can make? So we can make, so 500. So rectangles of 4 by 5 centimeters. Getting it? Now, this is also one of the simple thing we have. The figure above is composed of 5 squares. So there are 5 squares, isn't it? Including the inner one also. The area is given by 45. Okay. You need to find the perimeter of the figure, and so we have 48 here. Okay. So when you see this, so what is that happening? The figure above is consisting of this. So let us find each area is how much. Okay. So 45 and equal area. 5 squares of equal area. So therefore 45 divided by 5, that means each square's area is 9. That means the side will be equal to what? Because we know side square is equals to 9. So side will be, each side will be 3 here. So how many sides are covering? Perimeter means what? It's only the boundary. So this from here to here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 side length we need to take perimeter. 12 into 3, 36. Okay. So which quantity is greater? So quantity B is greater here. What is that you see? You see that the quantity B is greater in this part. Just give me 1 second. Now, what is the area of regular hexagon with side length 2? So hexagon is what? Six-sided figure. Regular means what? All the sides are equal. So usually we use a formula 3 into root 3 by 2 times a square. This is the area of a regular hexagon. Okay, what is that? So 3 into root 3 by 2 a square. So now 3 into a is what? Your side. So a square is 2 into 2. 1, 2 gets cancels. You get 6 times root 3. What is that? We have 6 times root 3. Whereas root 3 value is what? 1.7. So you can take it as 1.73. So when you multiply 6 into 1.73, so it is almost equal to, so 10.39. Okay? Understood? Any doubts on these particular things? No. Now, the perimeter of a square W is 50% of the perimeter of a square D. Okay. So here they are saying what? The perimeter of W is 50%. So, and perimeter of D is what? It is 100%. Remember this. If and they're talking about square. Okay. If square is the thing, what is that we have? Then the side length will be what? 25. Okay. So here it will be what? 12.25. So this is the thing we basically have. So this we can take, or what we'll be doing. So we can take. So the perimeter is what? So you can say the side length is double the this one. Even the area also will become what? Double here. Okay. So the area also will become double. So therefore what it will become? So the side length perimeter is half of this. And if you do this one, you will be seeing that the area also tends to be 1 by 4, just like our this one. Okay. So your this one, because half of the thing we are saying. Okay. So if area of something, if area, so it will become W will be 1/4 of D. Why? Because length and breadth both varies here. Okay, because it becomes what? 25 into 25, the area. But this will be what? The area will be 25 by 2 into 25 by 2. Isn't it? Half of it. So therefore, if you take the ratio 25 square by 4 divided by 25 square, it becomes what? 25 square by 4 into 1 by 25 square. It gets cancelled and the ratio is in what? 1 by 4. Okay. So the ratio of the area of square W to the square of D is what? Is also 1/4 of this. So 1/4, 1/4 equal it is. Okay. What it is? You can say that they are equal. Now, the next question is the longest side of a rectangle with area 36. Take the possibilities of 36. Take this one, length into breadth is equals to 36. So you take all the combinations, okay, 2 12s. Okay. then 2 6. So then we have 3 2s and 2 1s. What are the possibilities we have? So 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. 8 into 3. So, sorry, 8 into, so, just 1 second, 3 2s are 6, 24. No, something is missing. So, sorry, 2 8s are 16, 2 9s are 3s are 3 3s are, then 3 1s are we have. What is that one combination we can get? 3 into 3 into 2 into 2. One is what? 9 into 4 we can get. The other combination what we can get? 18 into 2 we can get. Okay. So the other combination what we can get? So that means what? The longer side is either 9 or either 18. Okay. So or what we can say? Even 12 also can be there. The longest side could give us 12 also. That means we can say the longest side is greater than 6 here. So therefore either 9, 18 or 12. So it is in any condition, it is this one only. What is that we can say? So, but yes, in one condition, so, but they're not asking for equal side, longest side only they are taking. So I cannot consider this particular thing. So therefore, that's the reason I've taken this combinations where 9, 18 and 12 we get. Okay. So that is how what we have. So we can take, so this A quantity is greater than B quantity. Okay. What is that we have? We see that A quantity is very much greater than B quantity. Now, just give me 1 second. Now, you people have any doubts on these part? If no doubts, so then we are going to do with circles. Okay. So I'll be presenting a screen. So, and I'll be talking about circles. Class is not yet over. You guys are leaving the class. It's still there. Let me take the whiteboard. See, there are few important things that you guys need to remember. Circle, everyone know. This is the center. We all know this. From here only we try to draw the circle. So yes, the boundary that we are writing along this point, it is called as what? Circumference. Okay, this is the circumference. Now, a point, center and any point on the circumference, if it is joining, we call it as a radius. Okay, these things you people must be knowing. But however, let me recapitulate. Whereas, if the 2 points are joining the circle, so, and if the line is passing through the center, so then what is that? Diameter. What we call it as diameter. Okay. And now, so this diameter is also called as what? Chord. What is this diameter? So diameter, we call it as a chord also. Now you will be seeing here like this chords. Now you will be having the chords like this. Chord is what? Any line that touches the circle at 2 points. See, you can see all these are chords. You can see this is a chord. Why? It is touching the circle at 2 points. This is also a chord. So it touches the circle at 2 points. And this touches at the circle at 2 points here. Now, just see one thing, these chords, now, if I have equal chords, okay, and this is the center, equal chords are equidistant from the center. If you see here this one, if this is 5 centimeter chord and if this is 5 centimeter chord, you will be seeing that the distance from the center and to them, okay, is always equal. So the distance from the center and the this one, what is that chord, is always equal. Okay, so that is one thing, because we use these theories when we do the problems there. And not only that, when you draw a perpendicular to a chord, you see that the chord is equally divided. That is, means what? The chord gets bisected here. The chord get bisected when you people equally divide this chord. And one more thing that I would like to tell here is what? When you draw a chord, the chord is basically dividing the circle into two portions. So this big portion, we call it as major arc, that circumference, okay, major arc we call, and this portion, this circumference, we call it as minor arc. What we call it as minor arc, we are going to call it as. Now you should know that this major arc length, so they will be asking the arc length also. How do you find the arc length? So the arc length is given by, or the length of the arc. Length of the arc is nothing but, arc is nothing but that part of the circumference. Okay. So length of the arc is given by theta by 360 degree into 2 pi r. So why we are saying this? Because you know that circumference, okay, when we see the circumference total length is what? R. And what is the angle of a circle? 360 degree. Therefore, for 360 degree, the circumference is 2 pi r. But when we have a arc, okay, this is the center. Okay, how do you find out the major arc length? Okay, the major arc length is nothing but, so it is given by, if I take this one, here an angle theta is formed. This arc, okay, is forming an angle theta. Taking this into consideration, we find theta by 360 into, so 2 pi r, okay, is the arc length that we are going to have. Now, area of the this one, what is that? That sector. Or if I have, see, area of this particular sector, how we get? So it is nothing but, it is given by, area of a circle is pi r square. So area of the sector is given by theta by 360 into pi r square. Getting it? So this is how we are going to find out the area and the circumference. One more thing, one more important thing that we have here. So here you can say, so we have the line that is passing through this. And what is this line called as? This is called as tangent. What we call it as? We call it as tangent. Whereas if a line cuts the circle, see, don't call it as a chord, because this is a passing line. If the line cuts the circle at 2 points, what we call it as? We call it as secant. Okay. So now, if you see the tangent, we have 2-3 properties I would want you people to remember. So just give, when they give the tangent, this one and all, you people should not get worried what we are doing. Okay. So this is the thing. If I have a tangent like this, the point of tangent is P. And now If you see here, if I join the center and the tangent, you believe or not, this will be perpendicular. That means what? It will form 90 degree, or I can say that the center and the tangent is perpendicular to the tangent AB. What it is? To the tangent AB, it is perpendicular. And say this is an external, that is one law. So if this is an external point, if you draw a tangent here, so you can draw one more tangent from that external point. Okay, only two tangents we can draw from that particular external point. Okay, can you draw any more this one? No. What you see is you can draw only two external this one, two tangents to the same circle from the this one. And you believe or not, you will also see that from the external point, whenever you draw the tangents, those tangents will be equal. That is, BP is equals to BQ. I can say that this length is equals to this length. Okay, always remember. So now we have, so what is that? So this one. So now if I have a point X, so from here I'm drawing these tangents. So the length X, Y, Z. I can say that XY is equals to XZ. But if I have some external point P, now from here I am drawing a tangent. Okay, so the tangent comes, it should be a straight thing. Okay, so now PQR. PQ is equals to PR. But so PQ is not equal to XY and it is not equal to XZ. Remember that. Only from the same external point, if we draw the tangents, then it will be equal here. Okay. And now, guys, these are some of the things so that we have, so which I felt like I need to inform to you guys. So how many parallel tangents we can draw? One, two pairs, isn't it? See, for one tangent you can have only one parallel line. For one tangent, one parallel line. But like this, how many tangents? You can write n number of tangents, parallel tangents, pairs of parallel tangents here. Can you see here? So you can draw n number of pairs of tangents, but so for one tangent, there will be only one parallel line. Okay. So these are some of the things that you people need to remember here. Got it? Any doubts you people have now? Do you guys have any doubts? No? Okay then. We'll see you in tomorrow's class with volumes and solids and few problems on circles as well. Okay? Okay then, students.
Thank you, ma'am. Also, I've shared the link and you can go through them. Thank you.